Hey, welcome back. Oh, now I've got my microphone as well, so you can actually hear me. Just a quick video today exploring some of the techniques that we can use to open up muscular tension around the jaw. I found myself rising a little bit of anxiety in anticipation of making YouTube videos. This is quite a new process for me, and as the tension comes into my jaw, it tends to inhibit the natural sound in my voice, and then the tension comes into my chest and it all has a bit of a knock-on domino effect. So one of the things that I do for myself is I just create 2 fingertips on either side, and I start right at the joint at the back, and just with small circles rotate around. Oh, it's actually quite pleasurable. In the past, I was a little bit of a jaw clencher, teeth grinder and so on. Breathwork's helped enormously with that. I've dealt with a lot of the emotions that were causing me stress. But this process of becoming aware of jaw tension is very, very simple and very valuable in terms of your health, in terms of opening up the emotional fluidity in your body. So that's the first thing I want to introduce you to, is just to use your fingertips just to work your way through the muscles and gently find that opening as you go along. Secondly, the jaw is obviously a vertical hinge. So practicing stretching and breathing. There's limited value in moving the jaw side to side. Camels get away with it, we don't. And this is not a hinge which is designed to go sideways. It's designed to open and close vertically. So even as a daily practice, just opening the jaw a little bit wider than you would do normally, obviously working within your limitations, not causing any pain to your body or whatever. And once you've got the jaw open, start to introduce the breath. And you may observe that the breath drops more deeply down the body into the abdomen the wider the mouth opens. So if you habitually chest breathe, if you're a shallow breather, then open mouth breathing will encourage the breath to move down through the diaphragm and into the abdomen and into the belly, which is a very anchoring place to breathe from. So I'm going to put a hand on my belly, hand on my chest, and practice a few of those open mouth breaths. So some people are resisting mouth breathing. There are certain traditions that don't utilize mouth breathing at all. But in psychotherapeutic application of breath work, essentially a component of that process is to open up an increase of energy in the body with a view towards rising anything to the surface which has become trapped or stuck in the body. This could be emotional experiences that aren't fully resolved. It could be something which has occurred habitually, stress patterns over time. They build up in the muscles and they start to limit our movement and eventually could cause health issues if they go unaddressed. So the breath is a very non-invasive, simple way to bring movement and fluidity back into the interior landscape of your body. Another way in a breath session that you can note whether your breathing is going on through what I call a letterbox mouth is and you can hear that with that tighter, more closed mouth breathing, my throat is more closed as well. And as I open my mouth, the throat opens and the apparatus to bring the breath right down so the belly is a little more relaxed. If you have a tendency towards wanting a high level of control, it could be that this kind of breathing could feel quite overwhelming. So just take it at a leisurely pace. Always work within the limitations of what you find comfortable in your own body. We're trying to find a spot which is challenging the ventilation and the body to open up without traumatizing or activating oneself to a degree which feels unpleasant and ultimately will create inhibition and tension from a place of fear or overwhelm. So I'm just going to do 5 connected breaths, count them out on my hand, in and out through the mouth. I hope that that's been useful for you, a little tiny introduction to the benefits of mouth breathing. There's so much more than can be said about it, but for now I'm going to call it a day. I hope you enjoy that practice, and I'll see you again soon.